we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cardinals will put it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was
turning it on all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Louisville's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking for a man. It's Rhodes. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
This time it's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
He's got him still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. Quick strike complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Looking downfield, it's Rhodes. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no huddle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. Hauls it in. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 2.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Rhodes. Got a man. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's... Quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up in the 28.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Cardinals will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide and making the big interception.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just sings it in there. A little Barishnikov for the toe tap. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Got his man quickly. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends. so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Rhodes. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off play action. Right down the middle. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Touchdown, Miami! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking. Some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. It's complete to the right. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. So that will go into the stat book as the rare one-play drive for a field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Here's the handoff. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by 11 to North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up. You're trying to get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Okay, so the QB scramble, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Canes! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they just... confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
From inside his own 50. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Gonna swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He's got it on the move. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. And the Cardinals buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Tosses it incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Rhodes. Here's the pressure. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Caught close to the marker. It's Adams. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack.
A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Loaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Rhodes. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami. On top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't connect on his first throw.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
He's got it inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
To the air, it's Levis. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Pass pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. He's looking downfield to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Using the quick game. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And with
nigga, I got deal breakers I'm trying to take care of, bruh.
And that goes down as incompletion. But that's
niggas is trying to transfer, bruh. Shut up.
Coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he moved the
breaks into the open.
And my young niggas eat shit.
Down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Gage. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield.
12 gauge is here, nigga. Watch the show.
Another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15.
Nigga, you could have played one game. I would have been there, bro. You niggas is OD, bro. Your own people.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the left. And that defense gets to him. And
bruh, 30 seconds.
The defense all revved up.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
And how about that? That's the 1st INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Let my fat boy get some touches, bruh. Damn.
Absolutely.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From inside the 15, here's the return.
I'm pulling up with 10 pieces, 15 pieces all day, bro.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Levis. Throwing right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it down the left. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This one's complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see.
Turning it on. And he'll take it in for the touch. Won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Canes headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Gage. They're working that left side. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And give him another. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Back to pass on second down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll try to
me! We're outside!
Touchdown, Miami! The defense putting points on the board.
Young niggas going up! True freshman, nigga!
They are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about.